Hi, I'm Bart Jungens from Bitcoin IT Consultants, and today I want to tell you a little bit more about HPE GreenLake. Since HPE GreenLake is everywhere these days, I noticed that not everybody is aware of all the unique features and advantages of all those services in the HPE GreenLake portfolio. One of these examples to me of those well-hidden treasures is HPE GreenLake for Compute Ops Management. Why? Well, let me start with a little story. Through all those years, HPE has enabled a lot of management tools to make our life easier to manage that HPE ProLiant server sitting in my data center by using that ILO, which is an embedded chip in the server that is communicating directly with the HPE Support Center website, which enables us automatic support case creation and notifications when updates were available for that ProLiant server. Of course, if I have multiple of these servers in my rack, at that moment there's a tool called IRS Inside Remote Support that will act as an aggregator to enhance that communication with the support center website. There's also a tool called OneView for those more enterprise customers that will connect as well with those ILOs, and then by using templates and profiles I can push configurations directly to my ProLiant servers to act as a VMware or an SAP HANA or whatever server for those specific workloads. By the way, OneView is not compute only. If you have storage or networking solutions from HPE, well, you can connect them as well with OneView and do that configuration management. And of course, OneView has that link with the support center website as well. Now, for those not so enterprise customers, there was that, I call it a light version called ILO Amplifier Pack, which is a similar experience, single pane of glass, by connecting as well all those ILOs with it so that you can see how good or how bad it goes with those servers. Now, one of the things that you need to do is maintain, update these servers. Well, with HPE, they call it an SPP, the Service Pack for ProLiant, which you can download from the Support Center website, and then through a USB key or a virtual ISO image being connected through ILO with those servers, I can update my servers in a point-to-point management way. Of course, you can use OneView as well, or you could be using ILO Amplifier Pack to update these servers. Are you still with me? Because we're not there yet. There was yet another tool called InfoSight for Servers that came in through the acquisition of HPE Nimble Storage that gives you, through AI and predictive analytics, even a better support experience. Initially for storage only, but now as well available for servers. How do you do that? Well, through OneView or through ILO Amplifier Pack, all the information was sent to InfoSight, and then you got that even better support experience. Now, all this is not going away. However, HP said we need to be able to do this in a more efficient way. And this is where HPE GreenLake comes in the picture. No, not this GreenLake, but this GreenLake. So it all starts at the bottom with that GreenLake cloud platform. And on top of that, you will see that you have very easily the option to manage your networking, your storage, and your compute solutions within one single pane of glass. This is how it looks like. And more specifically, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more now about compute ops management and what does it mean for you. Okay, so here I am connected to my own GLCP GreenLake Cloud Platform dashboard for my company. If I want to connect to the dashboard of one of my customers, I just have to click that switch account button, select the right customer, and then I will be redirected to the compute, storage, and networking solution from that specific customer, of course. Now, the first step, what you're gonna do is, of course, onboard devices. So if you scroll down, you will see this option here, onboard devices. And then you have the option here to get a list of all the devices that are already available in my environment. But then by selecting add devices, you will be prompted here. What do you want to add? A networking, a storage, or a compute device? How easy can it be? Well, in this case, I want to add maybe a server. Well, it will ask me for a serial number and then the product ID. And then by following here, next, finish those few steps, you will be adding those servers. One of the steps that you will need to be doing is, well, of course, you have to connect to the ILO of that server. When you go to management, you will find there compute ops management. And of course, you have to make that connection with that GreenLake cloud portal. Okay, in total, this takes less than 5 minutes. It's really easy to connect your ILO with the GreenLake cloud platform. And so at that moment in this list here, there's a filter, by the way. Let's take a quick look in my case, which servers that I have. Well, you will see in my demo that I have 2 DL380 Gen 10 servers and I have 1 HPE ProLiant microserver Gen 10 Plus, which are connected and uploading all that information to the GreenLake cloud platform. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard and take a look at Compute Ops Management. So when I arrive on my dashboard, there's directly some things that draw my attention. First of all, I see 3 servers, 2 of them are okay, 1 is in a critical state. I also see directly that there are some updates that need to be installed on my server, and I see also that there are some announcements. I always advise go take a look at those announcements, because since this is a SaaS platform, a software as a service platform, you don't have to update on-premises, OneView, ILO amplifier pack, IRS, and so on and so on. This is all taken care of by HPE themselves. And so look at that. April, March, February, every month there are updates that are made available to Compute Ops Management. And this one is really cool in my opinion as well, because with COM we can push firmware and BIOS settings to these servers, but now with the April 23 update, we can now also deploy operating systems. So from now on, you can push a VMware or a Windows operating system to those servers, so you don't even have to go on premises anymore to update the firmware and set all the settings and then install the operating system. You can do this all from within that SaaS cloud-based GreenLake cloud platform. So always go take a look at those announcements. Now, let's take a look at those servers. So when I go to my servers overview, I can see my 2 DL380 Gen 10 servers and I can see my microserver Gen 10 Plus. First of all, let's take a look at that critical server. So when I click on there, I see the critical status of my server. I can connect to the ILO console. I can see that the server is on, which operating system that is installed. And now I can see here that my power supply status is critical. Now, I did this on purpose for this demo, so I pulled out on purpose one of the 2 power cables to generate this error, of course. When I scroll down, well, I can see all the firmwares and drivers that are installed on this software, and to prove that also that really little cute micro server is also connected with my platform. Here you can see the health is okay, the firmware, the drivers, the software that is installed on that software. I can see even the RAID controller in that server, and I can see that I am subscribed to receive critical email notifications. How can you do that? Well, when I go to this server, well, at that moment you have the actions button, and here I can remotely power on, power off, reset that server. I can update the firmware of that server, and I can configure these email notifications in one location per server for all my customers that I have around that I need to maintain and support. Now, if I want to update my servers, well, there are two ways how I can do it, or I can go to Firmware, set a baseline, where I have a list of all the latest SPPs available, so I don't have to upload it myself or download it from the support center. I just click next. I select here my 1, 2, or 3 servers. I click next, and then I will start the update. Or I can do it in a more controlled way. I can go to my servers, I can select my 1, 2, or 3 servers, and then from the action menu, I can select update firmware. I can select the baseline myself or the one assigned to my group of servers, and then back again I can choose what I want to upgrade, if I want to downgrade eventually. And then here I will get an overview of what will happen, and then I have the choice if I want to do the update immediately or if I want to schedule that update maybe on Friday evening at 10 p.m. And then I hit the next button, and then the update will be executed on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 servers. I don't know how many servers that you need to manage. A final thing that is quite cool as well is for those companies and people who are concerned about sustainability and green grass and all these kind of important things, of course, these days. Well, if you go to the report section, there is today a carbon footprint report that will tell you how many kilos of CO2 is being generated. Now, for my servers here, apparently my data center, aka my garage, is 21 kilos. Luckily, I have a green data center because I have solar panels, so I think I am quite okay to cover those 21 kilos. But again, this is one of those reports. More reports will be coming probably, but this is a good start already if HPE is measuring this and also is sharing this information with us. Okay, so this is my overview of why I think that COM, Compute Ops Management, is one of those well-hidden treasures, but that makes my life much easier to manage and maintain all those servers from my customers spread around here in Belgium. Have a great day. I hope it was useful. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.